is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Handoff comes to Cook. Able to push his way through. And he's into the clear. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 30.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Patriot!
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now let's go! 3-19!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch him now, Barney! Leopard!
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stephen Weatherly in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dontari Poe continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way down. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll buy some time right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he stopped immediately there. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Lino! Go ahead. Lino! Negro!
2nd down, Cousins. Being chased out left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Got some real estate inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
The return of Cook, a big boost to this Viking offense. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
Detroit!
Here it's
Detroit!
3rd and 3.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
This is McCaffrey on the give. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, the 40. He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? you make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action. Cousins flushed out right. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all the
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jaleel Johnson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Linval Joseph getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green.
Now back to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Quaker Omaha! Hey, Oscar!
On 2nd down, Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun!
A give. This is Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
No. Check. Patriot!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Finding some room at midfield. And weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Gano the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They pitch it out to Cook. Room to run past midfield. Whoa, it still won't go down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 4th down, Cousins. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Right back to him on 1st down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
All right, here we go. Green.
Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. But they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And the Panthers coming out now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Detroit.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers out there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm
money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. And my with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all